years that these poems were written, so I like to coordinate. But yeah, this extremely long intro out of the way. Let's finish up these Sylvia Plath poems. A birthday present, a birthday present. What is this behind this veil? Is it ugly? Is it beautiful? It is shimmering, has its breasts, has its edges. I am sure it is unique. I am sure it is just what I want. When I am quiet at my cooking, I felt it looking. I feel it thinking. Is this the one I am to appear for? Is this the elect one, the one with black eye pits and a scar? Measuring the flour, cutting off the surplus, adhering to rules, to rules, to rules. Is this the one for the Annunciation? My God, what a laugh. But it shimmers, it does not stop, and I think it wants me. I would not mind if it was bones or a pearl button. I do not want much of a present anyway this year. After all, I am alive only by accident. I would have killed myself gladly that time any possible way. Now there are these veils shimmering like curtains, the diaphanous satins of a January window, white as baby's bedding and glittering with dead breath. Oh, ivory. It must be a tusk there, a ghost column. Can you not see? I do not mind what it is. Can you not give it to me? Do not be ashamed. I do not mind if it is small. Do not be mean. I am ready for enormity. Let us sit down to it, one on either side, admiring the gleam, the glaze, the mirrory variety of it. Let us eat our last supper at it like a hospital plate. I know why you will not give it to me. You are terrified. The world will go up in a shriek, and your head with it, bossed, brazen, an antique shield, a marvel to your great-grandchildren. Do not be afraid, it is not so. The detective. What was she doing when it blew in? Over the 7 hills, the red furrow, the blue mountain. Was she arranging cups? It is important. Was she at the window listening? In that valley, the train shrieks echo like souls on hooks. That is the valley of death. Though the cows thrive in her garden, the lives are shaking out their moist silks, and the eyes of the killer moving slug-like and sidelong, unable to face the fingers, those egotists. The fingers were tamping a woman into a wall, a body into a pipe, and the smoke rising. This is the smell of years burning here in the kitchen. These are the deceits tackled up like family photographs, and this is a man. Look at his smile. The death weapon. No one is dead. There is no body in the house at all. There is a smell of Polish. There are plush carpets. There is the sunlight playing its blades, bored hoodlum in a red room, where the wireless talks to itself like an elderly relative. Did it come like an arrow? Did it come like a knife? Which of the poisons is it? Which of the nerve curlers, the convulsors, did it electrify? This is a case without a body. The body does not come into it at all. It is a case of vaporization. The mouth first, its absence reported in the second ear. It had been insatiable, and in punishment was hung out like brown fruit to wrinkle and dry. The breasts next. Those were harder, 2 white stones. The milk came yellow, then blue and sweet as water. There was no absence of lips. There were 2 children, but their bones showed, and the moon smiled. Then the dry wood, the gates, the brown motherly furrows, the whole estate. We walk on air, Watson. There's only the moon embalmed in phosphorus. There's only a crow and a tree. Make notes. The courage of shutting up, the courage of the shut mouth in spite of artillery, the line pink and quiet, a worm basking. There are black discs behind it, the discs of outrage, and the outrage of a sky, the lined brain of it. The discs revolve, they ask to be heard, loaded as they are with accounts of bastardies, usages, desertions, and doubleness, the needle journeying in its groove, silver breast, silver beast between two dark canyons, a great surgeon, now a tattooist, tattooing over and over the same blue grievances, the snakes, the babies, the tits. That time I was right. On mermaids and two-legged dream girls, the surgeon is quiet, he does not speak. He has seen too much death, his hands are full of it, so the discs of the brain revolve like the muzzles of cannon. Then there is that antique billhook, the tongue, indefinable, purple, must be cut out. That was indefatigable. I've never seen that word before, actually. It is nine-tailed, it is dangerous, and the noise it plays from the air once it gets going. No, the tongue, too, has been put by, hung up in the library with engravings of Rangoon, and the fox heads, the otter heads, the heads of dead rabbits. It is a marvelous object, the thing it has pierced in its time. But how about the eyes, the eyes, the eyes? Mirrors can kill and talk. There are terrible rooms in which a torture goes on one can only watch. The face that lived in this mirror is the face of a dead man. Do not worry about the eyes. They may be white and shy. They are no stool pigeons. Their death rays folded like flags of a country no longer heard of, an obstinate independency insolvent among the mountains. The bee meeting. Who are these people at the bridge to meet me? They are the villagers, the rector, the midwife, the sexton, the agent for bees. In my sleeveless summery dress I have no protection, and they are all gloved, covered. Why did nobody tell me? They are smiling and taking out veils tacked to ancient hats. I am nude as a chicken neck. Does nobody love me? Yet here is the secretary of bees with her white shop smock, buttoning the cuffs at my wrists and the slit from my neck to my knees. Now I am milkweed silk. The bees will not notice. They will not smell my fear, my fear, my fear. Where is the nectar now? Is it that man in black? Which is the midwife? Is that her blue coat? Everybody is nodding a square black head. They are knights and visors. Breastplates of cheesecloth knotted under the armpits. Their smiles and their voices are changing. I am led through a bean field. Strips of tinfoil winkling like people. Feathers, dusters fanning their hands in a sea of bean flowers. Creamy bean flowers with black eyes and leaves like bored hearts. Is it blood clots the tendrils are dragging up that string? No, it is scarlet flowers that will one day be edible. Now they are giving me a fashionable white straw, Italian hat, and a black veil that molds to my face. They are making me one of them. They are leading me to the shorn grove, the circle of hives. Is it the hawthorn that smells so sick? The barren body of hawthorn, etherizing its children. Is it some operation that is taking place? It is the surgeon my neighbors are waiting for. This apparition in a green helmet, shining gloves and white suit. Is it the butcher, the grocer, the postman, someone I know? I cannot run. I am rooted, and the gorse hurts me with its yellow purses, its spiky amory. I cannot run without having to run forever. The white hive is snug as a virgin, sealing off her blood cells, her honey, and quietly humming. Smoke rolls and scarfs in the grove. The mind of the hive thinks this is the end of every. They come, the outriders on their hysterical elastics. If I stand very still, they will think I am cow parsley. Oh no, my copy of this book has some of the ink that didn't show up. That sucks. A gullible head untouched by their animosity, not even nodding. box is locked. It is dangerous. I have to live with it overnight, and I can't keep away from it. There are no windows, so I can't see what is in there. There is only a little grid, no exit. I put my eye to the grid. It is dark, dark, with the swarmy feeling of African hands, minute and shrunk for export. Black on black, angrily clambering. How can I let them out? It is the noise that appalls me most of all. The unintelligible syllables. It is like a Roman mob. Small, taken one by one, but my God, together. I lay my ear to furious Latin. I am not a Caesar. I have simply ordered a box of maniacs. They can be sent back. They can die. I need feed them nothing. I am the owner. I wonder how hungry they are. I wonder if they would forget me. If I just undid the locks and stood back and turned into a tree. There is the laburnum, its blood colonnades, and the petticoats of the cherry. They might ignore me immediately. In my moon sweet and funeral veil, I am no source of honey, so why should they turn on me? Tomorrow I will be sweet to God. I will set them free. The box is only temporary. Stings, barehanded. I hand the combs. The man in white smiles, barehanded. Our cheesecloth gauntlets neat and sweet. The throats of our wrists brave lilies. He and I have 1,000 clean cells between us. 8 combs of yellow cups, and the hive itself a teacup, white with pink flowers on it. With excessive love I enameled it, thinking sweetness, sweetness. Brood cells gray as the fossils of shells terrify me, and they seem so old. What am I buying? Wormy mahogany. Is there any queen at all in it? If there is, she is old, her wings torn, shawls, her long body rubbed of its plush. Poor and bare and unqueenly and even shameful, I stand in a column of winged, unmiraculous women, honey drudgers. I am no drudge, though for years I have eaten dust and dried plates with my dense hair, and seen my strangeness evaporate. Blue dew from dangerous skin. Will they hate me? These women who only scurry, whose news is the open cherry, the open clover. It is almost over. I am in control. Here is my honey machine. It will work without thinking, opening and spraying like an industrious virgin to score the creaming crests as the moon for its ivory powder scours the sea. A third person is watching. He has nothing to do with the bee seller or with me. Now he is gone in 8 great bounds, a great scapegoat. Here is a slipper, here is another, and here the square of white linen he wore instead of a hat. It thinks they are the voice of God, condoning the bleak, the beak, the claw, the grin of the dog, yellow-haunched, a pack dog, grinning over its bone of ivory, like the pack, like everybody. The bees have got so far, 70 feet high, Russia, Poland, and Germany. The mild hills, the same old magenta, field shrunk to a penny, spun into a river, the river crossed. The bees argue in their black ball, a flying hedgehog, all prickles. The man with the gray hands stands under the honeycomb of their dream, the hived station, where trains faithful to their steel arcs leave and arrive, and there is no end to the country. Pom pom, they bawl, dismembered to a dot of ivory. So much for the charioteers, the outriders, the grand army, a red tattered Napoleon, the last badge of victory. The swarm is knocked into a cocked straw hat. Elba, Elba, pleb on the sea, the white busts of marshals, admirals, generals, worming themselves into niches. How instructive is this? The dumb banded bodies walking the plank, draped with Mother Francis upholstery into a new mausoleum, an ivory palace, a crotched pine. The man with gray hands smiles, the smile of a man of business, intensely practical. They are not hands at all, but asbestos repticles. Pom pom, they would have killed me. Stings big as drawing pins. It seems bees have a notion of honor, a black, intractable mind. Napoleon is pleased. He is pleased with everything. Oh, Europe, oh, ton of honey. Wintering. This is the 3rd time. There is nothing doing. I have whirled the midwife's extractor. I have my honey, 6 jars of it, 6 cat's eyes in the wine cellar, wintering in the dark without house next to the last tenant's rancid jam and the bottles of empty glitters, Sir So-and-so's gin. This is the room I have never been in. This is the room I could never breathe in. The black bunched in there like a bat, no light but the torch and its faint Chinese yellow on appalling objects, black acidity, decay, possession. It is they who own me, neither cruel nor indifferent, only ignorant. This is the time of hanging on for the bees so slow I hardly know them, filing like soldiers to the syrup tin to make up for the honey I've taken. Tate and Lyle keeps them going. The refined snow, it is Tate and Lyle they live on instead of flowers. They take it, the cold sets in. Now they ball in a mass, black, mined against all that white. The smile of the snow is white. It spreads itself out, a mile-long body of mason, into which on warm days they only carry their dead. The bees are all women, maids and long, royal lady. They have gotten rid of the men. The blunt, clumsy stumblers, the bores. Winter is for women. The women still are knitting at the cradle of Spanish walnut, her body a bulb in the cold and too dumb to think. Will the hive survive? Will the gladiolas succeed in banking their fires to enter another year? What will they taste of the Christmas roses? The bees are flying, they taste the spring. I really liked that one. The applicant. First, are you our sort of a person? Do you wear a glass eye, false teeth, or a crutch, a brace or a hook, rubber breasts or a rubber crotch, stitches to show something's missing? No, then how can we give you a thing? Stop crying, open your hand, empty, here is a hand, to fill it and willing, to bring teacups and roll away headaches, and do whatever you tell it. Will you marry? It is guaranteed. The thumb shut your eyes at the end and dissolve of sorrow. We make new stock from the salt. I notice you are stark naked. How about this suit? Black and stiff, but not a bad fit. Will you marry it? It is waterproof, shatterproof, proof against fire and bombs through the roof. Believe me, they'll bury you in it. Now your head, excuse me, is empty. I have a ticket for that. Come here, sweetie, out of the closet. Well, what do you think of that? Naked as paper to start. But in 25 years she'll be silver and 50 gold, living doll everywhere you look. It can sew, it can cook, it can talk. It works, there is nothing wrong with it. You have a hole, it's poultice, you have an eye, it's an image. My boy, it's your last resort. Will you marry it? Marry it, marry it. God, the way she writes, it's just amazing. Daddy. This is I feel like one of her most popular poems, and honestly the first one that I read from her. Let's get into it. You do not do any more black shoe, in which I have lived like a foot for 30 years, poor and white, barely daring to breathe or a chew. Daddy, I have had to kill you. You died before I had time, marble heavy, a bag full of God, ghastly statue with one gray toe, big as a Briscoe seal, and a head in the freakish Atlantic where it pours bean green over blue in the waters of beautiful Nasut. I used to pray to recover you, Achdu, in the German tongue and the Polish town, scraped flat by the roller of wars, but the name of the town is common, my Polish friend. Says there are a dozen or two, so I never could tell where you put your foot, your root. I never could talk to you. The tongue stuck in my jaw, it stuck in a barbed wire snare. Itch. I could hardly speak. I thought every German was you, and the language obscene. An engine, chuffing me off like a Jew to that Jew, Auschwitz, Belsen. I began to talk like a Jew. I think I may well be a Jew. The snows of the Tyrol, the clear beer of Vienna, are not very pure or true with my gypsy ancestress and my weird luck, and my dark pack, I may be a bit of a Jew. I've always been scared of you, with your Luftwaffe, and your gobbledygook, and your neat mustache, and your Aryan eye, bright blue, Panzerman, oh you. Not God, but a swastika, so black no sky could squeak through. Every woman adores a fascist, the stand at the blackboard, Daddy, in the picture I have of you. A cleft in your chin instead of your foot, but no less a devil for that. No, not any less the black man who bit my pretty red heart in two. I was 10 when they buried you. At 20 I tried to die and get back to you. I thought even the bones would do, but they pulled me out of the sack and they stuck me together with glue, and then I knew what to do. I made a model of you, a man in black with a man camp look, and a love of the rack and the screw, and I said I do, so Daddy, I'm finally through. The black telephone's off at the root, the voice just can't warm through. If I've killed one man, I've killed two. The vampire who said he was you and drank my blood for a year. 7 years if you want to know. Daddy, you can lie back now. There's a stake in your fat black heart, and the villagers never liked you. They're dancing and stamping on you. They always knew it was you. Daddy, Daddy, you bastard, I'm through. That one definitely hit hard. She's not held back with that one at all. The next one's another personal favorite. She wrote a lot of really good poems this year, 1963, which was her last year. Medusa. Off that land spit of stony mouth plugs, eyes rolled by white sticks, ears cupping the sea's incoherences, you house your unnerving head, godball, lens of mercies, your stooges, plying their wild cells in my keel's shadow, pushing by like heart's red stigmata at the very center, riding the rib tide to the nearest point of departure, dragging their Jesus hair. Did I escape, I wonder? My mind winds to you, old barnacled umbilicus Atlantic cable, keeping itself, it seems, in a state of miraculous repair. In any case, you were always there. Tremulous breath at the end of my line, curve of water up-leading to my water rod, dazzling and grateful, touching and sucking. I didn't call you at all. Nevertheless, you steamed me over the sea, fat and red placenta, paralyzing the kicking lovers, copper light, squeezing the breath from the blood bells of the fuchsia. I could draw no breath, dead and moneyless, overexposed like an X-ray. Who do you think you are? A communion wafer, blubbery Mary. I shall take no bite of your body, bottle in which I live. Ghastly Vatican, I am sick to death of hot salt, green as eunuchs. Your wishes hiss at my sins. Off, Ely tentacle. There is nothing between us. Fever 103. Pure, what does it mean? The tongues of hell are dull as the triple. Tongues of dull, fat Cerberus who wheezes at the gate, incapable of licking clean. The ague tendon, the sin, the tender cries, the indelible smell of a snuffed candle. Love, the low smokes roll from me like Isadora's scarves. I'm in a fright. One scarf will catch an anchor in the wheel. Such yellow, sullen smokes make their own element. They will not rise, but trundle around the globe, choking the aged and the meek, the weak. Hothouse baby in its crib, the ghastly orchid hanging in its hanging garden in the air, a devilish leopard. Radiation turned it white and killed it in an hour, greasing the bodies of adulterers like Hiroshima ash and eating in the sin, darling, all night I have been flickering off, on. The sheets grow heavy as a lecher's kiss, 3 days, 3 nights, lemon water, chicken, water makes me wretch. I am too pure for you or anyone. Your body hurts me as the world hurts God. I am a lantern, my head a moon of Japanese paper, my gold-beaten skin infinitely delicate and infinitely expensive. Does not my heat astound you, and my light all by myself? I am a huge camellia, glowing and corning, sperm fluid of it all. One nurse brings in a green drink, one a blue. They rise on either side of him like stars. The two drinks flame and foam. Oh, sister, mother, wife, sweet leaf is my life. I am never, never, never coming home. Cut for Susan O'Neill Rowe. What a thrill! My thumb instead of an onion. The top quite done, except for a sort of a hinge of skin, a flap like a hat, dead white. Then that red plush. Little pilgrim, the Indians axed your scalp, your turkey waddle. Carpet rolls straight from the heart. I step on it, clutching my bottle of pink fizz, a celebration that is, out of a cap. A million soldiers run, red coats everyone. Whose side are they on? Oh my, homunculus, I am ill. I've taken a pill to kill. The thin, papery feeling, saboteur, kamikaze man. The stain on your cause, Ku Klux Klan. Babushka darkens and tarnishes, and when the bald pulp of your heart confronts its small mill of silence, how you trump, trabant, veteran, dirty girl, thumb stump. By candlelight. This is winter, this is night. Small love, a sort of black horsehair, a rough, dumb country stuff, steeled with the sheen of what green stars can make it to our gate. I hold you on my arm, it is very late. The dull bells tongue the hour, the mirror floats us at one candle power. This is the fluid in which we meet each other. This halo-y radius that seems to breathe and lets our shadows wither, only to blow them huge again, violent giants on the wall. One match scratch makes you reel. At first the candle will not bloom at all. It snuffs its bud to almost nothing, to a dull blue dud. I hold my breath until you creak to life, bald hedgehog, small and cross. The yellow knife grows tall, you clutch your bars, and my singing makes you roar. I rock you like a boat across the Indian carpet, the cold floor, while the brass man kneels back bent as best he can, hefting his white pillar with the light that keeps the sky at bay. The sack of black, it is everywhere, tight, tight. He is yours, the little brassy atlas, poor heirloom, all you have. At his heels a pile of 5 brass cannonballs, no child, no wife, 5 balls, 5 bright brass balls, to juggle with my love when the sky falls. Ariel, stasis in darkness. Then the substances, blue, pour of door and distances. God's lioness, how one we grow. Pivot of heels and knees, the furrow. Splits and passes, sister to the brown arc of the neck I cannot catch. I'm not saying that. And word I. Berries cast dark hooks. Black sweet, blood mouthfuls, shadows, nothing else. Hauls me through air, thighs, hair, flakes from my heels. White Godiva, I unpeel. Dead hands, dead stringencies, and now I foam to wheat, a glitter of seas. The child's cry melts in the wall, and I am the arrow, the dew that flies, suicidal at one with the drive into the red, I the cauldron of morning. Poppies in October. Even the sun clouds this morning cannot manage such words, such skirts, nor the woman in the ambulance whose red heart blooms through her coat so astoundingly. A gift, a love gift, utterly unasked for by a sky, palely and familiar, igniting its carbon monoxides by eyes dulled to a halt under bowlers. Oh my God, what am I, that these last mouths should cry open, in a forest of frost and a dawn of cornflowers. Nick and the candlestick. I am a miner. The light burns blue, waxy stalagmites drip and thicken tears. The earthen womb exudes from its dead boredom. Black bat airs wrap me, raggy shawls, cold homicides, they weld to me like plums. Old cave of calcium, icicles, old echoer, even the newts are white. Those holy joes and the fish, Christ there, panes of ice. vice of knives, a piranha, religion, drinking. It's the first communion out of my life toes. The candle gulps and recovers its small altitude. Its yellow hearten. Oh love, how did you get here? Oh embryo, remembering even in sleep your cross position. The blood blooms clean in you, ruby. The pain you wake to is not yours. Love, love, I have hung our cave like roses with soft rugs, the last of Victoriana. Let the stars plummet to their dark address. Let the mercuric atoms that crippled drip into the terrible well. You are the one, solid the spaces lean on, envious. You are the baby in the barn. Lady Lazarus, I have done it again. 1 year in every 10, I manage it, a sort of walking miracle. My skin bright as a Nazi lampshade, my right foot a paperweight, my face a featureless fine Jew linen. Peel off the napkin, oh my enemy, did I terrify? The nose, the eye pits, the full set of teeth, the sour breath will vanish in a day. Soon, soon the flesh, the grave cave 8 will be at home on me. Am I a smiling woman? I am only 30, and like the cat, I have 9 times to die. This is number 3, what a trash to annihilate each decade. What a million filaments shoves in the peanut-crunching crowd to see them unwrap me hand and foot. The big strip tease, gentlemen, ladies, these are my hands, my knees. I may be skin and bone, nevertheless I am the same identical woman. The first time it happened I was 10, it was an accident. The second time I meant to last it out and not come back at all. I rocked shut as a she-shell. They had to call and pick the worms off of me like sticky pearls. Dying is an art like everything else. I do it exceptionally well. I do it so it feels like hell. I do it so it feels real. I guess you could say I have a call. It's easy enough to do it in a cell. It's easy enough to do it and stay put. It's the theatrical comeback in a broad day to the same place, the same pace, the same brute, amused shout, a miracle that knocks me out. There is a charge for the eyeing of my scars. There's a charge for the hearing of my heart. It really goes, and there is a charge, a very large charge for a word or a touch or a bit of blood. Or a piece of my hair or my clothes. So, her doctor, so her enemy. I am your opus, I am your valuable, I am pure gold, baby. That melts to a shriek. I turn and burn. Do not think I underestimate your great concern. Ash, ash, you poke and stir, flesh bone, there is nothing there. A cake of soap, a wedding ring, a gold filling. Her God, her Lucifer, beware, beware. Out of the ash I rise with my red hair, and I eat men like air. Death and Co. 2, of course, there are 2. It seems perfectly natural now. The one who never looks up, whose eyes are lidded and bald like Blake's who exhibits the birthmarks that are his trademark. The scald scar of water, the nude verdigris of the condor. I am red meat, his beak claps sideways. I am not his yet. He tells me how badly I photograph. He tells me how sweet the babies look in their hospital. Ice books, a simple frill at the neck, then the flutings of their Ionian death gowns, and 2 little feet. He does not smile or smoke. The other does that, his hair long and plosive, bastard, masturbating a glitter. He wants to be loved. I do not stir. The frost makes a flower. The dew makes a star. The dead bell, the dead bell. Somebody's done for. Winter greens. The wet dawn inks are doing their blue dissolve. On their blotter of fog, the trees seem a botanical drawing. Memories growing, ring on ring, a series of weddings. Knowing neither abortions nor bitchery, truer than women, they seed so effortlessly, tasting the winds that are footless, waist deep in history. Full of wings, otherworldliness, in this they are Lidas, O mother of leaves and sweetness, who are these Pietas? The shadows of ring doves, chanting but easing nothing. Childless woman, the womb rattles its pod, the moon itself from the tree with nowhere to go. My landscape is a hand with no lines. The roads punched to a knot, the knot myself. Myself the rose you achieve, this body, this ivory, ungodly as a child's shriek. Spider-like, I spin mirrors loyal to my image, uttering nothing but blood. Taste it dark red in my forest, in my funeral, in this hill, in this, gleaming with the mouths of corpses. Alright. Oh, I realized I misspoke earlier. That was still a continuation of 1962, by the way. Now we're gonna get into 1963. And this is probably gonna be the longest part yet, which I think is great because this is the final one. So let's get into these last couple poems. Sheep and fog. The hills step off in a whiteness. People or stars regard me sadly. I disappoint them. The train leaves a line of breath, oh slow, horse the color of rust. Hooves, dolorous bells, all morning. The morning has been blackening. A flower left out, my bones hold a stillness. The far fields melt my heart. They threaten to let me through to a heaven, starless and fatherless, dark water. The Munich mannequins. Perfection is terrible. It cannot have children. Cold as snow breath damps the womb, where the yew trees blow like hydras, the tree of life and the tree of life, unloosing their moons month after month to no purpose. The blood flood is the flood of love, the absolute sacrifice. It means no more idols but me and you. So when their sulfur loveliness and their smiles, these mannequins lean tonight in Munich morgue between Paris and Rome, naked and bald in their furs, orange lollies on silver sticks, intolerable without mind. The snow drops its pieces of darkness. Nobody's about. In the hotels, hands will be opening doors and setting down shoes for a polish of carbon into which broad toes will go tomorrow. Oh, the domesticity of these windows, the baby-laced, the green-leaved confectionery, the thick Germans slumbering in their bottomless stools, and the black phones on hooks, glittering and digesting voicelessness. The snow has no voice. Totem. The engine is killing the track is silver, it stretches into the distance, it will be eaten nevertheless. Its running is useless, at nightfall there is the beauty of drowned fields. Dawn gilds the farmers like pigs, swaying slightly in their thick suits, white towers of Smithfield ahead, fat haunches and blood on their minds, there is no mercy in the glitter of cleavers. The butcher's guillotine that whispers, how's this, how's this? In the bowl the hare is aborted, its baby head out of the way, embalmed in spice. Flayed of fur and humanity, let us eat it like Plato's afterbirth. Let us eat it like Christ, these are the people that were important. Their round eyes, their teeth, their grimaces, on a stick that rattles and clicks, a counterfeit snake. Shall the hood of the cobra appall me, the loneliness of its eye, the eye of the mountains, through which the sky eternally threads itself. The world is blood-hot and personal. Dawn says with its blood flush there is no terminus, only suitcases, out of which the same self unfolds like a suit, bold and shiny with pockets of wishes. Notions and tickets, short circuits and folding mirrors. I am mad, calls the spider, waving its many arms, and in truth it is terrible, multiplied in the eyes of the flies. They buzz like blue children, in nets of the infinite, roped in at the end by the one, death with its many sticks. Child, your clear eyes is the only one absolutely beautiful thing. I want to fill it with the color and ducks, the zoo of the new, whose names you meditate, April snowdrop, Indian pipe, little, stock without wrinkle, pull in which images should be grand and classical, not with this troublous wrinkling of hands, this dark ceiling without a star. Paralytic, it happens, will it go on? My mind, a rock, no fingers to grip, no tongue. My God, the iron lung that loves me, pumps me, my too. Dust bags in and out will not let me relapse while the day outside glides by like ticker tape. The night brings violets, tapestries of eye, lights the sobbed anonymous talkers, you all right? The starch inaccessible breast. Dead egg, I lie whole on a whole world I cannot touch, at the white, tight drum of my sleeping couch. Photographs visit me, my wife dead and flat in 1920 furs, mouthful of pearls, two girls as flat as she who whisper, where are your daughters? pictures. There one is safe. There are no photographs, no family photographs, no rings through the nose, no cries, bright fish hooks, the smiles of women. Gulp at my bulk, and I and my snazzy blacks mill a litter of breasts like jellyfish. To nourish the cellos of moans, I eat eggs. Eggs and fish, the essentials, the aphrodisiac squid. My mouth sags, the mouth of Christ when my engine reaches the end of it. The tattle of my gold joints, my way of turning bitches to ripples of silver, rolls out a carpet, a hush, and there is no end of it. I shall never grow old. New oysters shriek in the sea, and I glitter like Fontainebleau, gratified all the fall of water, and I, over whose pool I tenderly lean and see me. Mystic. The air is a mill of hooks, questions without answer, glittering and drunk as flies whose kiss stings unbearably. In the fetid wombs of black air under pines in summer, I remember the dead smell of sun on wood cabins, the stiffness of sails, the long salt winding streets. Once one has seen God, what is the remedy? Once one has been seized up without a part left over, not a toe, not a finger, and used utterly in the sun's conflagrations, the stains that lengthen from ancient cathedrals, what is the remedy? The bill of the communion tablet, the walking beside still water, memory, or picking up the bright pieces of Christ in the faces of rodents, the tame flower nibblers, the ones whose hopes are so low they are comfortable. The humpback in his small washed cottage under the spokes of the clematis. Is there no great love, only tenderless? Does the sea remember the walker upon it? Meaning leaks from the molecules, the chimneys of the city breathe, the window sweats. The children leap in their cots, the sun blooms. It is a geranium. My heart has not stopped. Kindness. Kindness glides about my house. Dame Kindness, she is so nice. The blue and red jewels of her rings smoke. In the windows, the mirrors are filling with smiles. What is so real as the cry of a child? A rabbit's cry may be wilder, but it has no soul. Sugar can cure everything, so Kindness says. Sugar is a necessary fluid. Its crystals, little poultice. Oh, Kindness, Kindness, sweetly picking up pieces. My Japanese silks, desperate butterflies, may be pined any minute. Anesthetized. And here you come with a cup of tea, wreathed in steam. The blood jet is poetry, there is no stopping it. You hand me 2 children, 2 roses. Words, axes after those who stroke the wood rings, and the echoes traveling off the center like horses. The sap wells like tears, like the water striving to reestablish its mirror over the rock that drops and turns a white skull eaten by weedy greens. Years later I encounter them on the road, words dry and riderless, the indefinable hoof taps, while from the bottom of the pool, fixed stars govern a life. Contusion. Color floods to the spot like dull purple. The rest of the body is all washed out, the color of pearl. In a bed of rock, the sea sucks obsessively, one hollow, the whole sea's pivot. The size of a fly, the doom mark, crawls down the wall, the heart shuts, the sea slides back, the mirrors are sheeted. Balloons. Since Christmas they have lived with us. Guileless and clever, oval, soul animals taking up half the space, moving and rubbing on the silk, invisible air drifts giving a shriek and pop when attacked, then scooting to rest, barely trembling. Yellow cathead, blue fish, such queer moons we live with. Instead of dead furniture, straw mats, white walls, and these traveling globes of thin air, red, green, lighting. The heart-like wishes of free peacock's blessing, old ground with a feather, beaten in starry metals. You're small. Brother is making his balloon squeak like a cat, seeming to see a funny pink world he might eat on the other side of it. He bites, then sets back a fat jug, contemplating a world clear as water, a red shred in his little fist. And the final poem, Edge. The woman is perfected. Her dead body wears a smile of accomplishment, the illusion of a Greek necessity. Flows in the scrolls of her toga. Her bare feet seem to be saying, we have come so far, it is over. Each dead child coiled a white serpent, one at each little pitcher of milk now empty. She is folded, then back into her body as petals of a rose close when the garden stiffens and odors bleed from the sweat crackle, and drag. And that was the last poem in this collection. Though this isn't everything that Sylvia Plath has ever written, by the way. She also wrote this little book that you may have heard of called The Bell Jar, which is probably her most popular thing that she's written. If you've ever watched the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, the main character, Kat, is like reading that book at like the beginning of the movie, which I love. It makes me love her even more. But yeah, if you would actually be interested in me reading that book, let me know. I haven't bought it yet, and I haven't read it yet, but I plan to. But yeah. As for poetry, I mentioned reading like love poems from one of these books with love poems, the other one isn't. I might just do that though in like, more like Valentine's Day, like spring season next year. I'm thinking of doing more horror related reading in the upcoming months, since of course October's coming up, and I'm always a fan of horror all year long, but I figure it's only appropriate to especially